what would you say had the strongest expat community in what country? When I mean by expat community, I mean like, businesses. Yeah.
You mean like support for each other?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest expat community I've ever seen was in Tulum, Mexico.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big one there, and then here, there's quite a few. There's quite a few of us here in Thailand. Like I said, like I told you earlier, I wouldn't really recommend anything. It's just all about who you are. Like I said, for me, because I'm like things, I want things a little bit more slow. I chill a lot. I like East Africa for that fact. Like now, like I'm not really going to go on Walking Street and on any of these like beach road. I don't really kick it like that no more. So, if you're into that, then in the party aspect, then yeah, Thailand. But I like it out there because they have like lounges, people my age, kind of like in the U.S. I hang out at like cigar lounges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People my age, or a little older or a little younger, but very chill people. So I like East Africa for the fact that they have a lot of spots like that you can just kind of chill out.
Where do you feel like the most accepted?
I mean, I feel accepted everywhere. Yeah, man, I've never really had any issues with acceptance. Of course, in like let's say in for instance Tanzania, a lot of them they kind of look like them. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of could, unless I say anything, I could blend in real good. They don't. I mean, depending on how I'm dressed, they can't tell that I'm not from there. At least I don't think they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say like the safest country you feel in?
Safest?
Yeah.
Here, bro. Yeah, this is safe here.
Did you feel unsafe in Colombia when you was out there?
Man, I'm gonna blame it on you guys.
Blame it on you. Blame it on me.
Hey, hell yeah. I felt safe until you YouTubers start coming.
I
felt cool in Colombia until you YouTubers start coming. And
so you trying to say I blew up the spot?
Yeah, you and your buddies, dog. Y'all came there and y'all start telling everything and talking about places, and then a wild crowd of guys start coming and start throwing money. Remember the guys start throwing money in gustos and throwing money on the street? Now everybody think you got money and shit. Like, so it's like, yeah, you guys made it unsafe, bro.
You know what's crazy?
It's all your fault, man.
You know what's crazy, man? Like I remember they weren't even really like too much robbing or drugging the brothers at first. But then brothers start coming out there with the Versace shirts and the throwing out, like you said, throwing money and everything like that. But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't take blame for blowing up Colombia. I think the YouTubers that kind of had the women in their videos was the ones that really brought them down.
Fault, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
Hell yeah, take that ticket, bro.
About Brazil.
Again, I wasn't going.
You can't blame me on Brazil now.
No, wait a minute. I wasn't going there when God, what was his name?
Charles Tyler.
Charles Tyler, when he was
rest in peace.
Doing rest in peace. Yeah, when he was doing his thing, I came like right before he died. So yeah, you messed that place up too, Aaron.
I messed it up
because look, because Charles Tyler was more on some stuff like I don't know what he was on. It was more like, but it didn't resonate. It's not you, so the problem ain't really you per se. You go, and then you got a whole bunch of people that come right after you, bro, and they're all messed up. You see what I'm saying? See, that's why I was saying you need to explain yourself, bro, because you're probably not as bad as people think you are, bro. Because
I don't think nobody think I'm bad though.
Oh man, people think you're bad, bro.
Why you say that?
Because I know, because they tell me. But listen, bro, this is the thing. For instance, when I met you in Colombia, you were this was my first time ever really hearing about Passportbros. Was with you. And the way you explained it, man, I was like, man, this is cool as hell. You know, this is like a network to where, let's say if I go somewhere and something happened, I have a whole bunch of brothers I could call. I could just write in the group like, hey, or like when I had the accident in Thailand, I was thinking of that as something like, hey, yo, I had this accident. Anybody here could look out for me on this, that, the other, and then boom, you guys, everybody just come together through this network called the Passportbros, you know what I'm saying? And we help each other out. And I thought of it as like a brotherhood that not only would be for us, also like sisters that's traveling. Like, of course, it's a brotherhood because we're men, but then like we were also like, let's say if a sister had an issue, you know what I'm saying, we could, you know, support her too.
Hmm.
But it became like a contentious thing for men and women, and I don't know what else. You know, some weirdos became a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what you initially was on,
Hmm.
I like.
But I'm still on.
Yeah, you own that now, but nobody knows that, bro. You get blamed for all the weirdos that came, bro.
I wouldn't even say I got blamed for the weirdos per se.
For my
They blame Passport Bros, not me
yeah,
individually.
but they when they say it, the people that know about it,
Hmm.
you're like the figurehead. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I know you, so I know that's not what you meant for it to be.
Hmm.
Even though you could have did a better job at the beginning of policing it, because you're the one that coined it. You're the one that has the.
Man, you cannot police the internet.
I get you.
But as far as trying to limit what people say on the internet
No,
about
but you
Passport Bros,
just- You guys all benefited from the drama, bro.
benefit for no drama though. I've never really been
You
about the
guys
drama.
all got clicks and I don't know how it works. I don't have a
Right,
chart.
right.
But you guys were getting clicks and views. People who you weren't on their radar, now you're on their radar. I saw the whole thing, bro.
Mhm.
But what you were doing with I don't want to say nobody's name, but what you were doing with my bro down there with the restaurants in DR, let's call them Slice. What you were doing with Slice and Flip Flop,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and all of that was beautiful, bro.
I did
You know
the
what I'm
same thing with you.
Yeah, and what you with me, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm not in that space of YouTube and all that, right?
Mhm.
I'm just on on the business end. You feel like none of it's on you and it just slipped away?
I think it just became bigger than the actual person that coined the phrase. It's just one of the things that just kind of took off viral.
Yeah.
And
But you don't condone most of the negativity that goes on with it, right?
but see, it's the thing. Most of the cats, it's really most of the individuals that are being tied to Passport Bros don't even consider themselves to be Passport Bros. It's the detractors that coined them Passport Bros.
Then you got blamed for it somehow. Well,
I don't really get blamed for anything. I mean, like I said,
but when I see certain people
Mhm.
with big channels
yeah.
say this guy's the leader of the Passport Bros, right? Because I've seen it many times.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's
do
you-
they say leader or do they say?
They'll say leader or founder or
Yeah, they might say
these
founder or
things,
something like that,
right? But either way, that puts you at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the blame goes to the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was a disappointment. I just want to let you know that because I know that you're better than that. You know what I'm saying? I know what you
But-
intended to do. No, I know that you're better than what happened. I know what you
But what
your intention.
But what specifically happened though?
I don't know how I got away from you, bro. One thing I know is you beefing with a bunch of women, and then
I never beef with women.
no, not you, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But it was under your leadership or whatever, right?
But see, there's no real leadership. It's an ideology. To me, I've always said it's a mindset, it's an ideology. You know, that was
Either
my
way.
definition.
Either way, you started it.
I coined the phrase.
You
Yeah.
coined the phrase. You did the trademark.
Mhm.
It's your baby. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it just didn't turn out the way that I would have hoped it to. And in that regard, because you let that get loose, right? You ruined Brazil.
I don't think I let it get loose. Personally,
You helped ruin Brazil, bro.
I don't think I let it get anything loose. I think it's just one of them things that's naturally grew, organically. People start identifying with the term.
No, I know it's not on you, but
Yeah.
still, you asked me. Now I gotta tell you the truth.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know how I ruin Brazil because
Yeah.
Brazil is still Brazil.
No, Brazil's still Brazil, but for a certain point, you know, it wasn't comfortable being there.
At
For a
what
little,
point?
yeah, a little point where everything was all on social media that this happened and that
Are you
happened.
talking about Austin?
Well, whatever, but
Yeah.
still, you know, for a little point in time, it was uncomfortable for me to go there. I mean, I don't really go to Brazil anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it would have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Brazil's
I
still
don't know
Brazil.
how big these things are because you know we're in like a vacuum, so it looks
Right.
big to me because I'm paying attention to it.
Mhm.
And maybe most people in Brazil don't even know anything about it. But for me, from my perspective, it's like okay, it's not really cool to be there right now.
You know what though? Like, listen, man. Like sometimes things on the internet are bigger than what they seem because, like you said, it's an algorithm, right? So if you click on some Passport Bro videos, you're gonna see a ton of Passport Bro videos. But in a bigger space, generally speaking, it doesn't affect anybody traveling or anything like that. Like nobody
No,
pulling
I've never
somebody,
been affected by it.
pulling somebody aside. Oh, you a Passport Bro? It's
Yeah.
no, that's not
but
happening.
that could randomly happen.
It could randomly happen, but in general, they're not. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, you ruined Brazil. But
hmm
as far as now, I wouldn't want to live in Brazil. Would you want to live in Brazil?
I could do Brazil for maybe like 6 months out of the year.
Yeah,
Not
I
even
could.
6 months. I think I could do it like maybe like 2-3 months.
Yeah, it's a cool place, but I can't.
If I spoke Portuguese, I probably could be longer. I just never really like the infrastructure in Brazil like that.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to move around.
Right. I mean, maybe now I haven't lived in Brazil in like 3 years, but it's just it's just a little dated. For
So
me.
like let's say like Kenya, I feel comfortable driving. You know, like how you feel comfortable driving here. Yeah, so that's that's a plus for out there.
I mean, driving is crazy here, but I just know how to drive. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, if you know how to drive, you just know how to drive. I mean, what's more crazy than the DR?
I never drove in DR.
Oh man, DR, wow.
Yeah, I never drove it, and I try my best not to drive in
Yeah.
DR.
Just want to just mess with you about that passport bro stuff and
Yeah.
tease you about messing up places. But what else? What else you got?
Okay, that you said East Africa is what you individually would pick.
Yeah,
but you're not saying like as far as
but what I'm noticing here, especially in Thailand,
right.
a lot of people are they're in that space where I just want to leave, and then like you're seeing these videos of people coming and then they run out of money and they're getting in having all kind of problems because they just didn't have a plan and they came. So that's one thing that I would say if you're just gonna, you can't come to these places with very low budgets because anything can happen. Like the accident happened. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, like $1,500, but if you only traveling with $3,000, you know what I'm saying, and something happened, and I imagine if it would have been Africa, it'd been way worse.
So you think Africa healthcare would be?
I think it would have been more expensive.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I think so. But you gotta pay these people. They're not gonna let you leave. Like I felt like if they didn't get paid, I wasn't going home. I don't know if that's true or not because I paid them, but that's what I felt like.
Okay. All right.